Hey guys, welcome back. This week we are going to be working on a very simple stacked pour, or a split cup, if you prefer that term I suppose, on a 3-color pour, which with my violet, my phthalo blue, and my metallic silver, using a bit of silicone in my violet as my cell activating color. Now I did get a ton of questions this past week on a previous pour I done, which was blue and at a lighter color but had a very vibrant blue popping, and I wanted to explain and show you guys how I made that pour this past time with these exact colors. So my violet and my metallic silver are my primary colors. I'm going to alternate the violet with the silicone and the metallic silver back and forth, and this goes on for about 6 or 7 minutes, so I sped it up in a sec here. And joke that it did take me about an hour to do, so we'll hang tight. And there was quite a bit of alternating back and forth. I think I went back and forth about 15 or 16 times between the violet and silver. And here's the last layers 1 hour later. This is a very pretty combination, by the way. I found that metallic colors in general, along with some primary colors, make a very good combination. And now here's my phthalo blue I used as my base coat on the bottom of the pour. This will act as my, we'll call it pillow, and it's incredibly bright. So again, my intent here was to kind of replicate the previous pour I done a while back to show you how I get my cells to pop through my colors. So I let my blue settle for a good 4 or 5 minutes and then came back with my cup with my violet and silver and did a bit of just a straight pour with my 2 colors here. Now deciding on that straight pour to a circle, moving on from my colors, I found that again this color combination from my initial pour was really quite nice, and wanted to try it again to see if I got the same result or something similar. Now I did find that as I kind of wind up my pour here with the ring pour, that I really wanted to take some time to let that paint settle. I am notorious for not letting my paint just kind of hang out and rest and develop. So here you can see some awesome cells happening. This is probably 5 or 7 minutes later after letting it just hang out and work its magic on its own. We can kind of see that there's some cells popping through on the outer edges. Now here's my secret, I suppose. A torch or any kind of heat gun will work fantastic for activating your cells, but also helping to open up and pop those blue cells through to come through your color. That's the ultimate end game here, is to help that blue pop through the color. Now here I just want to feel where the paint is on the canvas to see where it kind of lies in reference to where it should be. So I want it in the middle before I begin to tilt it out, and then spread it around as best I can to get as best coverage as I can before tilting. So I wanted to go fairly slowly to all my corners, making sure I got all my color in blue as far out as possible before I began to tilt off the corners. And now as I watch this back, I'm looking at that silver and violet, realizing that the silicone in the metallic silver is really working hard to push the paint around and create these cool cells in the middle, but on the outside as well. I think it looked a lot like a snake skin that got stretched a bit in the end, but I'm finding that the silicone oil that we put in at the beginning is doing its job. It's beginning to stretch out and pull that blue through just like I'd hoped. Now I found in previous pours like this, where I want the cells to come through the color, that I've had great success if I let it stretch out as far as possible, kind of leading to the edge of having no paint left to fall off my canvas. I know it sounds counterintuitive based on how we want to pour for the most part in trying to control what we can control, but I found that in wanting the blue to come through as best I can make it, I'm looking for as little paint as possible left on the canvas when I'm done here. And as I go in for a bit of a final tilt in this last corner, are there any colors you guys may want to see as a base color? Blue is one of my favorites, red as well I find works incredibly well, but your base is kind of what you want to accent later on. What would your top colors be? Would you like to see a yellow or a bright green underneath with what other colors? Let me know in the comments below, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click that like button to help this video spread to more people that may enjoy it, and also those who may be newer to paint pouring in general, who may have found this simple video to be of some help and of encouragement to try something new that, to be honest, is incredibly easy to begin. Again, 3 colors, silicone oil, a split cup, and really you're off to the races. So again, we can see that blue popping through, which again I'd hoped for in the beginning. So ultimately my game plan came to fruition. It did work, so I was very excited about that. And here we are, the final touches, and again the secret is the heat to the silicone to make that activation and help that blue push through the color. And here we are for a bit of a close look as the wet look over top. Again, I like that really vibrant phthalo blue, which looks really good, and the cells as well with the metallic and violet look very pretty, and I love those really bright blue cells, which we're after in the long term. So this worked out very well. I was quite happy with it. And again, if you have any comments for me on any feedback for this video, please feel free to let me know, and we will see you again in the next one. And if you enjoyed this video, click this playlist here next to enjoy a few more.